Hello and welcome back to Cal's Coffee and Cards. Today we're going to be continuing our coverage of the Signer archetypes from Yugioh 5DS. Today we will be covering Crow's archetype and his Black Winged Dragon. Black Wings were an amazing archetype back in the day, and they were used a absolute crap ton because they're really good at what they do. They do have a downside, unfortunately, and it's that they really did not age well. Let's get into it and we'll look over the deck and I'll show you why. So let's take a look at the Black Wing structure deck, shall we? What's it do? Okay, well, Black Wings is a synchro spam deck. And oh, by the way, if you guys think I'm sound a little off, it's because I'm sick, so sorry. And how does it do? What does it do? Well, basically, all these cards summon each other to some degree and or prevent you from being destroyed. Hence the thing, synchro spam, and the whole point of it is to get out these various boss monsters. The problem is, and the reason they haven't aged well, because they're really good at getting out these boss monsters really fast, is none of these really have any way of defending themselves from effects. They have really good effects, but none of them, they don't have a lot of protection, which means they're really easy to just pop. The only one that has really good defense is this one. And it's just unaffected. It's not affected by your opponents, by other cards' effects. It's the only good effect that actually protects in this entire deck that I can find. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad deck. It does exactly what it's supposed to do, and it does it well. The problem is what it does is kind of just been outdone by the fact that there's so many ways to get rid of everything nowadays. It just has aged poorly. But let's give a demonstration of how it works. We're going to be fighting Monarchs, as I know I can actually win against the Monarchs. I tried fighting Lightsworns and a few other decks, and they just kept losing, even though I had an entire field full of boss monsters. They just kept getting wiped. Okay, well, start with Black Wing Simon. We'll banish, summon a friend. Wish we can now do that. To get, say... we'll use this one. Look at this, I'm gonna send away, bro. See what I mean? The card... That's how fast it is to summon synchros in this deck. We end our turn with that. Activate this one, and we get another token of our appreciation. Let's go ahead and summon our friend here, and we're actually going to get another boss monster out. We're going to go with the Ad Prevention one that's unaffected by card effect. Activate you, activate your effect, and see what I mean by it just gets out boss monsters really fucking quickly. That's what it does. The problem is the boss monsters don't have a lot of protection, which means against any deck that can easily just pop them, you just kind of lose. Or you can lose very easily, I should say. Not that you will lose, but you can lose very easily. It's not to say it's a bad deck either, because it's really good at what it does. I'm talking about the archetype as a whole. If you were to swap out the Blackwing boss monsters for maybe some other boss monsters that are a bit more generic for the synchro, it would work great. I'm talking about this deck, the archetype as a whole, has this problem due to its boss monsters just not having any protection. I wasn't going to do a video talking about all the downsides of this, I really wasn't, but I felt like I needed to be honest with you guys and tell you, yes, it's not a bad deck at all, but it has that major weakness that gets exploited very easily, for all except for Blackwing full armor here. That's basically how the deck is meant to be played. Like I said, it has the major downside of not being able to really keep your boss monsters there very long. But if you can keep them there, they're goddamn terror. It just hasn't aged well, but it's a good deck overall, and I do recommend playing it and giving it a shot. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and I hope to see you all in the next one. I plan on the next one hopefully being Black Rose, which is a much better deck, and I look forward to talking about it, because it's just really good. And I'll see you all in the next one. Have a lovely day. I'll see you, bye.